give my thoughts, my reaction to some of the games today. Kind of go by, each and every single one of them. End with the Sunday Night Football matchup that ended tonight between Washington and Seattle. Go over that, give my thoughts and reactions, especially to Jaden Daniels getting injured tonight, because that absolutely sucks too. If you didn't know, we'll go over it, and there's videos out there, but yeah, he dislocated his, it looks like his elbow. But yeah, all right. Here we go. All right, people. All right, welcome. Let's just jump into it. Okay, the first thing that we could go over and we could talk about, let's start with the first slate of games. There's the Vikings versus Lions game. Truthfully, I thought the Lions would win this game, especially with how McCarthy has been sitting for the last handful of weeks. And so personally, I thought, and how I viewed this game would be kind of not a rude awakening, but hey, you've been sitting for a little bit behind Carson Wentz. Let's just throw you out there. Let's see how you do. Coming back from, being benched and not playing, and look at exactly what he did. Handful, 2 touchdowns. Look at this. At one point, what was the score of this game? At one point, I guess sometime around here, yeah. I'd say after his touchdown, 24-14, and the Lions had multiple chances and opportunities to win this game. So don't overlook that either. Let's look at some of the stats here. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Goff. Yeah. As you can see, I love looking at this little line and watching it go woo all the way up. But yeah, there are multiple chances here. Like, see all the dips and the valleys. It's okay. Detroit gets possession back, and then just, can't get it on third. Look at the third downs. Both teams stunk on third down. 4 for 12, 5 for 17. And then look at this. When you look at the division, well, this keeps Green Bay in the hunt for winning it. Because personally, I still think the North is going to go to Detroit, but we will just see. We'll see. So, impressive win. Impressive win for J.J. McCarthy. Okay, what were some other games that I saw a little bit today? Did not see this one, didn't see this one, but yeah, Chargers beat the Titans 27-20. Oh gosh, no points. Look at this. No points in the third. Patriots, yikes. They let the Falcons come back. Look at that, 23-24. Let's look at the game cast on this one. Look at this. Touchdown to Drake London to make it 14-21. And then 24-14. Oh my gosh. They let him right back into this game. Parker Romo and Drake London. So London with 2 touchdowns. Was there no points in the fourth quarter? No, there were 9. 9 points in the fourth. Oh, it was. Oh, okay. This is the only thing that happened in the third quarter, the field goal. But yeah, let him right back into it. All momentum. Could have lost the freaking game. 3 touchdowns by Penny. Ooh, okay. Hello. Look at this. Look at all this momentum that Atlanta built back up. When it was 23-24, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Atlanta's 3-5. Who's Atlanta got coming up? The Colts. Very winnable game. Don't kid yourself. Very winnable game. Panthers. Very winnable. Saints. Jets. 1, 2. Positive. All positives. 1, 2, 3. They can at least win. They can at least win 4 or 5 of their next 7. Because they ain't beating the Rams, and they could sweep the Saints. but we'll just have to say. Sorry, peeps. All right. Did not watch this one as much, 34-24, because I was too busy watching the other game. But 49ers, man, they keep freaking winning. Win this one, 34-24, move to 6-3. Still no sign of Brock Purdy. All right, now let's talk about the old man here. Okay, after going down 7-0, because Danny Dimes had his touchdown to make it 17 unanswered points by the Steelers. And then they had another touchdown to make it 24-7. So 24 points essentially unanswered. Crazy fourth quarter. Okay. Honestly, because, you know, when you look at it, 24-7, 24-10, you make the field goal by Boswell, 27-10. No reason the Colts should come back into this. But, I mean, if DK Metcalf didn't pick up that onside kick, they're throwing a Hail Mary to end the game. So, look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that glorious stat. 3 interceptions. Now, Rodgers, I will admit, he did not have himself the best game. It was more the run game. You know, Warren had his 2 touchdowns. But I thought Taylor was going to be MVP winner. I thought he was an MVP frontrunner. You know, I thought Daniel Jones was an MVP frontrunner. I love how this whole, you know, Steelers suck. Their defense has been awful all year. They're not going to be able to stop Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones is going to go in there and drop 40 points. And then look at this. 3 INTs. So, let me double check something. Okay, good. I did turn it down. So, all things considered, I mean, great, phenomenal win by the Steelers. And I think it gives a little bit of cushion for... I think Steelers fans know this, and watching from a distance and trying to be a fan from the distance, we know what the big game coming up is. And we know what it's going to be. It's going to be when they play the Ravens again, and potentially the Bengals, because we remember everything that was surrounding that Bengals loss a couple Thursday nights ago. Anyway, let's continue. But yeah, you look at the win probability. Look how fun this win probability is over here. It's going up and down. Woo! A little spike here. I mean, they out-totaled them in yards. six turnovers right here. This is how they won the game. But, I mean, the Colts, and they talked about it a little bit in the telecast. They had the they had like the third or fourth easiest schedule to begin the season, but the 7th hardest to end. Something like that, like it's flipped, where, yeah, when you look at the Colts, look at everybody they've beat. They beat the Dolphins, which I thought the Dolphins would have had a much better season. They beat the Broncos on a last-second field goal. You beat the Titans. All these sound, structured teams. And believe me, I'm going to do the same thing with the Seahawks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, because I'm going to break down their 6-3 record at 6-2. What are? Hold on. Let me come back to the Colts here. 6-2. Okay, they're 6-2. Because I'm going to break down their schedule and their record as well. Okay. The decent wins that I will give the Colts credit for are against the Dolphins, the Chargers, and that is it. You should sweep the Titans because the Titans are awful. Cardinals have been really bad, and you beat up the Raiders. Wow. Okay, and then you look at your 2 losses. This is a playoff team, and the Steelers could potentially be a playoff team as well. So you lose to 2 playoff teams, and you do a walk-off field goal win against another playoff team, which this could have easily been a loss as well. So you could potentially have 3 losses against, look at all these teams, combine their win and loss. Who have the Colts really beat? Because it was the same case that people were making against the Bills calling the Bills frauds. And, oh, their record doesn't speak for how blah, blah. Well, the Bills just beat the Chiefs today, so what's that narrative going to be? And now the Seahawks improved. They beat Washington. Watch what that narrative is going to be. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's going to look towards the Seahawks and, oh, are the Seahawks good? What's another team? Everybody's now talking about the Ravens, thinking, oh, the Ravens are back. Well, the Ravens never left. They've just, if you've been following it closely, which games has Lamar been in? So, look at that. And then, they finish out the season, and again, trying to give the credit where credit's due. You're not winning this game against the Chiefs. If the Colts, I will know, and we will all know if the Colts are a legit team, if they can beat the Chiefs. And you know what? All things considered, why not? Seahawks as well. Kind of drinking into my own, what's the word I'm looking at? Delusional juice here, but we're saying the Seahawks are Super Bowl contenders. Not me personally, but if we're given that narrative for the Seahawks, okay, let's see the Colts go to Arrowhead and go into Seattle and win these games. And then we'll know from there, because you beat the Falcons, you beat the Texans, you beat the Jags twice, and you beat, who knows if the 49ers will be healthy. But if this loss, and a loss, what, again, when it's all said and done, where's that win? Where's that solid win on the resume going into the postseason? Because these guys are going to the postseason, unless, I don't know, 1, 2, skip a few. There's no way they can end 7-10. There's no way, but still. I mean, I didn't think they'd win 3 or 4 games this year. So, what do we know? Oh, yikes. Look at this. 18-15. I did see that Cam Little set the record. Beat the Raiders 29-30. Sell the team. Time to sell the team. Oh, yikes. Who have they beat? Yeah, they did. they did beat the Patriots in week 1. So we're writing the Patriots as, the best ever. And they've lost to the Raiders. Interesting. Very interesting. Plus, that was week 1. Nobody remembers. Nobody cares. Okay. Saints and Rams. Rams improved to a quiet 6-2. Stafford had 4. How many tutties did Stafford have? Yeah, he had 4. 4 touchdowns. A lot of people, and I forgot to say it in last stream too, a lot of people have been giving him a lot of praise quietly. Kind of like how the Baker Mayfield praise was going, where he's in MVP talks. I don't know if... Yeah, there was no way Saints were going to win this game. Okay, what? Dolphins, they can beat the Dolphins. Oh, they can beat the Jets. They can beat the... Oh, goodness. Okay. Trying to look for another win here. Well, you know what? I could see them splitting... They're not beating the Bucks. They're not beating the Bucks in December, but I could see probably going to split 1-1 with either the Falcons or the Panthers. They can beat the Jets. I think they can beat the Titans. And with how crappy the Dolphins have been, I think they could beat the Dolphins, have 4 wins to end this season. Moral victory. Hey, let's tarnish and let's trash our draft stock, because they'd get the 1 seed, number 1 overall, right? Here, let's go. If I'm not mistaken, yep, they had the number 1 overall pick. So let's just let's Let's make sure we ruin this and let's go win some ball games. Okay, I'm going to make a prediction right now. This is who they might draft, okay? Let me make sure it's queued up. Hold on. Alright, we're queued up. Okay. QB. Probably an offensive weapon. QB. 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 They probably trade for a QB. I don't, probably like Carson Wentz or something. Or maybe they keep Jacoby Brissett around, because I'm just going to say I think Arizona might be moving on from Kyler Murray. I could be wrong. I don't, because this is the final year of his contract. I don't know if they would pay him. I don't know. Probably someone, I don't know who Cincinnati would get. Apparently from reports, maybe a new receiver because Jamar Chase wants out. Yeah, okay, bullshit. Some people are just stupid. Okay, and then we got the Bills game. This was a fun freaking game. 21-28. It's always a classic when these two get together. Josh Allen with his 3 touchdowns. Let me read it. After Josh Allen spent much of the past week downplaying Buffalo's showdown against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Bills quarterback revealed there was more than the rivalry he had led on. Yep. Came out, thumped him. 21-10. Harrison Butker. Yep. What I caught on more a lot into the second half. After Buffalo had gone up. Really? There was only... Really? I thought there would have been more... Interesting. No touchdown. Because I know... Am I missing something here? Because I know Kareem Hunt had his touchdown at the very end to get them the Bills defense. It was the Bills defense who ended up winning this game, but ooh, this is a big stat here. Look at this. 34 minutes compared to 25. Well, and what else happened for the Chiefs there towards the end? There was the rookie. What's his name? The one from Kentucky. He had a huge. Cole Bishop had a couple breakups because there was that heave to Thornton there at the very end too. Where is it? Hairston. No, what? Yeah, Hairston. There it is. Yep, he had the interception there, and then that drive. I don't think Buffalo put any. Buffalo didn't put up any points after the interception because they chewed up clock and they chewed up time. But yes, why can I not think of the stupid kicker's name? Doinked off the uprights. Yes, because there was that moment where, sorry, dude, this real time this game happened about 6 hours ago. Because there was the moment for the Chiefs to take it all the way down, tied up at 28 apiece, go to overtime. But you're right. Yeah, what am I missing here? Yeah, missed field goal. Interception. I missed the punt. I missed the punt as well. Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Oh well. Damn good game though. What are some of the key plays here? Nah. Did I'm wondering if I missed something here like a oh yes. Yes, Trent McDuffie. Yes, the McDuffie sack that led to the fourth down. This is where we need to kick it. Yes. Yes. So it ended up being the defense that stalled for the remainder of the game because it didn't it could have gone down to the wire like it did, and it could have been a crazy ending, but yeah, no. Both defenses had crucial stops there towards the end of the game because um, that second touchdown by Josh Allen was the last time they got points. And we all know this, like if you don't put points up in the fourth quarter against the Chiefs, it's not going to go well for you. Considering that right after the field goal was missed, because they chewed up how much time they chewed up? 4 minutes to 27 seconds. So 3.5 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes of time. Yeah, Matt Prater misses that kick, and then we go into bizarro world from that point because it's like, well, we've been here before. We know how this is going to go. All right, where are the standings? Which I think with the loss to Kansas City is now ninth. Ninth in standings. Eighth. Okay, they're still at eighth. What's Kansas City? They play each other. Kansas and the Broncos. Yep, second to last week. Yep, yeah. Because let's not kid ourselves here. Kansas City. Look. Oh, they're playing the Broncos next week. What? What, Brian? Because they got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this. W W W W W. Probably a stupid loss. W W. Like. Here we go. Kansas City. Well, the Jags do have the head-to-head. Chargers also have the head-to-head. Also have the maybe. Hey. I'm not saying it's out of the possibility, but maybe something tells me because I want to see the picture where it would show. You know how it would show division winners, wild card in the hunt. If I'm just gonna make a bold, stupid ass you don't know ball prediction right now as we sit here in November with this is week 9. We got how many more weeks? Oh, sorry, I gotta fix my mic. I would say the teams that drop off Ravens are making the playoffs. Ravens are going to move up to this 7th seed or the 6th seed. So you're going up. I would say the Colts. Well, hold on. How do I? Let's be meticulous. Let's be. Buffalo's getting to the playoffs. I think Buffalo can get the 1 seed. I think the Colts are going to lose some games and drop out. I think the Patriots are going to lose some games and drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then maybe 7. Colts could be the 7th. Because I don't see how the standings sit right now. I don't see them staying this way. I don't see the Colts being the 1 seed. I don't see the Patriots being the 2 seed. If this is going to be a season like how the 2021 season was, where the Titans were the 1 seed, and instead of trying to remember, where the Titans were the 1 seed, Chiefs, Bills, yeah. I don't. Maybe the Broncos or maybe the Patriots could be that weird 1 seed, but Buffalo would be right behind them. Pittsburgh's not going to be a 4 seed. They're going to go 9-8 and be that 6 or that 7 seed. Kansas City's going to leapfrog everybody to the 3 or the 4 seed here. Ravens, Pittsburgh and the Ravens are going to be buddy at 6 and 7. They're at the bottom. Sorry, I just had to. And then Buffalo could be the. So then the team that would be left out would be the Jags or the Chargers. Jags, Chargers, and the Colts would be my. You 3 are probably going to get replaced by Kansas City and Baltimore. Yep. And then there'd just be some shuffling around because I don't see Pittsburgh probably ending the season with a better record than Denver. I don't see. Yeah. Okay, and then we come down here. I could see the Rams being the 3 seed, ending with a better record than Seattle. Green Bay's probably going to sit at this 4, where they'll get to the divisional, but they'll be the road team in the divisional. I like this. I like this exactly how this is. This is probably because no. Especially not today after the injury. No. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe. They'd have to beat Chicago. They'd have to beat out Chicago, and they already have a head-to-head against Detroit, but they have to just keep winning. But oh my. Yeah, not the Rams. The 49ers could limp into the postseason. 1, 2, 3. They got 3 big games coming up. They ain't losing to the Bears. They are not losing to the Bears. They're not losing to the Titans, Browns, or Panthers. So even injured, these guys are going to be the 6th seed, like how they are, or they drop to the 7th seed. Vikings move up to the 6th seed, or something like this. But Eagles are going, Tampa's going, Seattle's going, Green Bay's going to go, the Rams are going to go. So this, I like these 7 right here. Excuse me, sorry. I like these 7 right here, but there will probably be just a little teeny bit of movement, and that would be Rams go up or Green Bay goes up, Seattle comes down, and maybe Detroit, even though they lost today, Detroit leapfrogs to that 4 seed, moving Green Bay down and Seattle down, because Rams would go to 3, everybody would slide down, and then Detroit would jump to 4, and so then it would go Philly, Tampa, the Rams, the Lions, then Seahawks, then Green Bay, then San Fran. Or maybe San Fran and Green Bay swap. But you're looking at the playoff picture for the NFC. That's my thoughts and predictions on it. Because we have I mean, and I could see us having a divisional rematch between the Rams and the Eagles. I could see us having a, because if the Seahawks and the Packers meet up in the playoffs, oh, we better buckle it up, because if we can't beat the Panthers, we're not beating Seattle in Seattle. No, 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 no. But that's my predictions on that, people. What about NBA? Was there any NBA action today? There had to be. Okay, let's look at some of the headlines. Harden mid-nerve issue. Game. Harper calf exits for Spurs. 20-year clip. Oh, look at this. So the Thunder improved to 7-0. Pelicans dropped to 0-6. Yikes. Sixers. Huh? What? Hornets beat the Jazz. Dude, didn't the Jazz beat the, yeah. Jazz beat the Clippers and then disappeared. Sorry. All right, and then the Knicks beat the Bulls, so they handed the Bulls their first. Oh my gosh. This is bullshit, man. How do you put up 35 points in the third quarter to get back into the game? Because look, it looks pretty even here. And then all of a sudden, lose by whatever. So, get the frick out of here. The Suns. The Suns are going to be the team that hand the Spurs their first. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's see how this one went. Castle with 26, Booker with 28. Again, I didn't watch any of this game, so I don't know how the hell this game went. What about team stats? Let's look at points off of turnovers. Well, the Spurs had more, 20-11. Field goal. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Look at this. Almost put up 100, but only made 45 buckets. They roughly shot 20 less buckets, and they won. Field goal. Better field goal percentage. Better... Look at the three. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I thought the Spurs for, but now look, because this is just how this works. This is how it goes. They're gonna lose to Phoenix, and then they're gonna play the Lakers and just absolutely throttle. The Lakers or Houston or Golden State down here, they're just going to throttle them. And it's like, okay, whatever. I'll be honest, I didn't see the Spurs having a good year. Where's the NBA? Let's look at standings for fun. For funsies. Yes. Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are my 8 playoff teams. So Mavericks aren't helping me out at all. Sitting down there at 2-4, making my prediction look bad. Because I was like, no, Trailblazers aren't going to the postseason. Spurs aren't going to the postseason. Because the West, we know the West runs through Oklahoma City. We know that. And I think with some additional key pieces that the Lakers have brought on, we know Luka's just going to get better. Then Clippers, Thought the Clippers would do good. Thought Denver was going to do good. Thought Houston would do good, considering they brought on KD. We know the dynamic duo that's over there with Golden State. Thought they'd be fine. So, and then from the East, yes. So there's 4, 5, 6, making me look real bad right here, Boston. 6. My 7th team could have been Indiana. Lucky number 8. Probably Philly. Philly or Atlanta. Philly or Atlanta. Like, I didn't fall too much into the Orlando Magic hype, because it's like they're not Orlando. You put Orlando, okay, Orlando against the 76ers, who's winning a 7-game series, probably the Sixers. Bucks, probably the Bucks. Pistons, probably the Pistons. Cavs, definitely the Cavs. The Heat, maybe the Magic. But against the Knicks, like, I didn't fall too much into that hype of, oh, the Magic are gonna be at worst the 3 seed. They're gonna be the real deal this year, because we're going off of how the Cavs and the Knicks and the Celtics were all trading players, and then with the Pacers, Halliburton getting injured, where it's like the East is wide open, and no, it's not. Not once did I go, oh yeah, if it's wide open, Magic are gonna take it. Boston. I think Boston and Indiana are probably going to struggle till around February, and then these 2 teams will probably have a play-in tournament fight for the 7th and the 8th seed, because Tatum's still injured, Halliburton's still injured. We'll see how long it takes for them to get back. And yeah, I don't. How long is this going to last? How long is this going to last? You see, I don't. Yeah, I'm not falling for this. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. The Cavs, well, what is the best start? Yeah, it's the Warriors. Didn't they go 25-0? 24-0. Pardon my French. 24-0. So then who? Let's go to the league. Oh, everybody's lost. Except the Thunder. Thunder always win, baby. 7-0, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, 11-0, 12, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24-0, 25-0. Okay, so they got to win all these games. Hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit. They got to get all the way down here to this game on Wednesday if they want to break that record. I don't think that's happening. I don't, especially with you having to play these guys, because, well, and not only these guys, but then you got to play them twice. And at this point, this is 25, this is 24, 23, 22. This is to go 22-0. So 22nd, this would be second best, definitely better than the Bulls. You don't think Steph Curry would go, oh, you're trying to break my record. Here's 50. Like, this game, I could see Golden State blowing Oklahoma City out. If up until this point, Oklahoma City is 21-0. But I think there's way too much parity. There's way too much parity in the NBA for teams to do what the Warriors did a handful of years ago. And then way too much parity for, like, okay, look at how, they started out 7-0 last year, and then they lost to Denver. So then when you turn around and you look at who they got tomorrow, Tuesday, but they play the Clippers, they might win this one, go 8-0, and then they're going to lose to Portland or Sacramento. So let's hold off here, because how funny would it be? I'm trying to see, because I don't know off of, like, from the jump. Okay, Clippers are 3-2. Portland's 4-2. The hell, Portland's 4-2. Okay, Kings are 2-4. Because from the jump, like, I don't know who's the best. They could, yeah, be 9-0, about to go 10-0. They go play Sacramento. Sacramento's like, oh, you want to go get that record? Too bad. 3-4. Yeah. Okay, how are the scores today? Okay, but the Spurs, Suns, Heat, and Lakers. All right. All right. Let's look at the NHL. Let's go across the court to a frozen pond. The Lightning beat the Mammoth. Hell freaking yeah. I am so okay because I will admit I'm following hockey a little bit closer. I'm following hockey a little bit closer than I'm following basketball, but there has been so much yapping around how Utah is a juggernaut. And it's funny how the top two teams that they were like, okay, these teams are juggernauts out of Utah and New Jersey. Both of these teams lost. The Devils lost to the Ducks, which the Ducks are doing pretty fine, I might say, at 7-3-1. I will say what made me kind of go, oh, okay, Ducks will duck is after they beat the Penguins like a week ago, because Penguins are doing pretty hot too. Keep coughing. Oh, sorry. Keep coughing, people. I'm sorry. All right. Blue Jackets, Islanders. The Flames beat the Flyers. Flames finally get a win. Flames didn't start out too hot on this season either. They're sitting at 3-9. I thought the Flames could have been a 8th seed or a 7th seed, just depending. Because I kind of feel like the 7 and the 8th seed could go up to anybody every year, whether it's East or West. But the Ducks take care of the Devils. So that's 3 in a row, right? Oh no, 3 of their last 4. Because I knew they'd lose to Colorado after winning this one in overtime at home and then playing the Avalanche again back in Colorado. I knew this one would be a hey, I gotcha kind of game. But then losing. Look at this. Ducks and the Sharks. How many wins did the Ducks get last year? So the Ducks are sitting at, let's go, league. So the Ducks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th best team, 7-3-1. Where were the Ducks last year? Where are they? Oh, they're there. At the bottom. 1, 2. Mm-hmm. And they only won 35 games. So they're a fifth of a way there. And up until this point last season, if I may. Let's go last season. Ducks got their 4th loss on October 27th, but they didn't get their 7th win until the 18th of November. So by this time last year, they were 4-5-2, roughly 4-5-2. So they've kind of done a little bit of a 180, but very early, still very, very early in the season. Because, oh, well, son of a bitch. Never mind. Because look at Boston, Tampa, Florida, Detroit, New Jersey, Florida, Dallas, Vegas, Winnipeg, Colorado, Detroit, Minnesota, Utah, and Boston. Look at that slate. Those are yikes. But then they beat Florida, Detroit, and New Jersey. So I can't talk too much shit because, yeah. Can they beat Florida? I hate this. I absolutely stinking hate this because from an objective standpoint, when you have seen how these teams have performed the last 3 or 4 years, the Ducks are not beating Florida, Dallas, Vegas, Winnipeg, Colorado, or Detroit. They're not winning these games. But as we sit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of these 6 games, they will probably win 3 of these or 4 of these. And now that they might win the Winnipeg game, and they're gonna win one of these 3 games on the road. They're gonna win one of them. Mark my words. It's probably gonna be the Vegas one. It'll be Vegas or Dallas because Dallas plays like shit at home, and Winnipeg plays like shit on the road. So it's gonna be one of those teams. Because look at this. What? Okay, maybe hold on. Maybe Winnipeg plays good on the road. Do I have that flipped? One of these teams plays like garbage. Hold on. 4-0. What? No. 3-1. 3-2. Yeah, look at that. So that's basically 3-3. And 3-3 away. So it's Dallas. I'm thinking of Dallas. I'm also thinking of the Rangers too, because look at that home record. Yet to get a home win. We are in November. Boston can't win on the road. Florida can't win on the road. But we know why. We know why. Edmonton can't win on the road. It's the Kings. Kings can't win at home. Kings and the Rangers can't win at home. And Dallas can't win anywhere. Because, look, split at home, split away. Oh, I love just making fun of teams. It's fun. It's fun, damn it. It's fun. Because, again, conference. The Ducks are sitting at that 4 seed. Winnipeg's a 2 seed. The Avalanche are a 1 seed. Vegas is a 5 seed. Who else do the Ducks have? Do the Ducks have any of these East teams? Panthers. Okay, what? Well, the Panthers are at the bottom of the East. Yep. They're down there with Toronto. They're playing buddy-buddy with Toronto down here, which is absolutely unacceptable. Because it's like, are you kidding me? That's another team that... Look, 1-3-0. Stinking up the joint. Playing like shit. Okay, here we go. Okay, but they play Dallas, Vegas, Winnipeg. So look, these are your top 5 teams. Top 5 teams in the West. A top team in the East. And they're gonna win a handful of these. They just are. Look at all these division games. Toronto. Calgary. Vancouver. St. Louis. Nashville. Well, whose division is Anaheim in? I don't even... Oh, they are in the Pacific. Yeah. So Vancouver, San Jose, Calgary, the Kings, the Kraken. Okay. Oh. Okay. I thought the Blues would be much better right now. at the Capitals sitting at 6-5-1. What is this? What is this? What are we looking at? And then the Metro. I thought the Rangers would win the Metro. Or the Canes. No, it's going to be Jersey or Pittsburgh. Well, I've spoken too soon. Like, what is this? Penguins aren't supposed to be doing this. And I thought the Atlantic would go to Toronto, but they don't want it. They're giving it up for grabs, which is why we got these three fighting for it. Hockey is such a stupid sport, and that's why I love to watch it all the time. Okay. College basketball started yet? Let's. Sorry. Okay, so Florida and Arizona starts tomorrow. So this game's the big game of the day. Biggest game of the day. Cubs earn Major League high 3 Gold Gloves. Yep. And I did hear that. Pete Crow Armstrong was one of them. Look at this nonsense. Yeah, the Bengals defense is a joke. I'm dying over here. Oh, NFL trade deadline's in 2 days. I think there's going to be some movement at the trade deadline. I really do. Anything else? Let's look at memes. Let's look at some memes, people. Let's end this right. Let's end this the right way. Which, thank you guys for all the subs. I've noticed we've gained a couple subs, so thank you for that.
Make something happen and watch the hit at the end.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The NFL really dropped to 16. Yes, I did see this. Yep. And there it is. Broken arm.
The arm just gets.
Because I thought it was his knee. Because the way he was moving, it was like, oh, did he hit his knee? And no. When you watch the replay, it's like, oh yeah. Because when a player's laying down like the way he was, you'd think, okay, was it his ankle? Was it his knee? You're not thinking, okay, he broke his arm. But then when you watch the replay back, you're like, oh yeah, I caught that last second where, yeah, you can see his bone. Which I know he had that, what's the term? It's why people didn't want to draft him which I think was total BS because it's like he was the number 2 pick. Like the only other team that could have drafted him was the Bears, but we knew Caleb Williams was going to the Bears. But yeah.
Oh, that's a little acting a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that.
That's pretty funny. The Chiefs have played a lot better teams than the Panthers have.
Make something happen and watch the hit.
Here's the video of Patrick Mahomes. Level to brighten up your day. Hey. That, I'll say this. When Epinesa hits Mahomes like that in the playoffs, it's going to be 15 yards.
Make something happen and watch the hit at the end.
But here's the thing. You don't want to get hit? Go out of bounds. Because this is exactly what the argument was in the Texans game. What's Bosa supposed to do? Just sit there and let you throw the ball 40 yards down the field? No, you're going to get your shit rocked.
Hold, and then another hold.
Did Tony Romo just give... Did Tony Romo just finish live on air?
And then another hold right there. I think it was...
Stupid. What's this? Joey Bosa had a clear shot at Patrick Mahomes on 4th down, but remember the script. Well, watch Kelsey here. It's a slip screen. Look, lets him go immediately. Doesn't even try to block him, and so see where his eyes are. His eyes are looking for Kelsey, but then he knows his Kelsey's already long gone. Well, and if anything too, again, not trying to cope at all. Where is... Hold on, let me watch something here. You can't even see it. He looked back, but then he went back in towards Mahomes. There's probably a linebacker or something sitting over here. Hold on, let's go right. Okay, this guy right here. Okay, red shoes. 47. 47 and number 8. This guy right here. As he disappears. Bosa probably already saw, okay, 47's got Kelsey, which is why he made that split second decision of, let me come back in here and blitz. He's playing it safe because, as you can see, all that green grass. Let's play it one more time. Right. Pause. Look at all this green grass if Kelsey was sitting right here for a screen. All that green grass. So, yeah. And again, 4th and 17, and they couldn't get a stop. That is pretty concerning. The officials called Mahomes for intentional grounding on this play, despite his pass being clearly tipped by a defender. Too bad for Kansas City that there is.
Tough tip. It goes dead. It hit the fingertips of. NFL fans in 2025 finding themselves more surprised when the Daniel Jones-led Colts lose than when they are. I'm not surprised either way. I'm not surprised either way. I've been saying only time will tell for the Colts. Every Giants fans know this look on Daniel's face all too well.
Unfortunately, it just seems like a flustered version of the Colts offense.
This is a 3rd and 20 for Indianapolis. Jones, deep drop.
We've seen them.
21, 44, and 1, I think his overall record was on the Giants, but we thought he had a resurgence. Yeah, okay. Okay. Whatever you say.
Baltimore.
Do you know how trash your defense has to be to have all this and still lose? Kickoff return, block field goal, onside recovery, 500 yards of offense, 2 wide receivers with 100 yards, 15 points scored in less than a minute.
How do these two teams pick up the pieces? Charlie Jones going to play it from just inside.
Yep.
Right there, that's a good pass. That's a good pass. Yes, sir.
Just watch the protection.
This is exactly what Rodgers is doing, but because it's Rodgers, yeah. Leave it to Geno Smith to find a way to mess this up. Yep. And again, people want to say that Jordan Love is the next great one for the Packers. We're losing to the Panthers. We put 13 points up on the Panthers. And those last couple points happened in the fourth quarter when they were down 13-3 for like the whole game or something. Like, I'm not bought in yet.
Six, 7.
Yeah, I saw that. Bengals let a dude who walked into the game with painted nails holding a purse and matcha with wired headphones drop 47. I'm telling you, y'all are sleeping on Caleb Williams. Sleeping on the boy, man. He'll be fine. What? That was there are 3 guys around Loveland and a 4th in pursuit. And wow.
They just staff on the food. I don't know where they got wherever y'all eating. I don't know. But this staff only. You can ask him, you can ask everybody up there. They told me to come to cater. It's staff only. It's staff only. I don't nobody touch this but staff.
It's staff only.
So come, LaFee. Hey, both of y'all laughing at a lot,
On the edge, but he has to have a chance to make this play.
What? Matthew Golden doesn't have a touchdown? Damn. Daniel Jones Sunday. Yep. Again, 44 losses. Back to factory settings. Yep. Their own defense in the parking lot pregame. Look, there's a Panthers defender down there somewhere. Yeah, what the hell kind of throw was that?
Right back into the game and right back into the end zone. His second of the day. And the Panthers extend the lead. Hard between Juice Scruggs and Laken Tomlinson again this week.
Oh, yeah, this was a CJ Stroud hit.
He'll run up the middle and he gets popped.
Look at 30. Me? Wasn't me? Yes, you. Oh, my. Well, the helmet did hit the elbow. super slow-mo like this, right? Look at how he doesn't hit him at all in the head. Look at this. Yep, helmet's hitting the elbow. Shoulders hitting the middle of the chest, like no head or neck area. What hurt was him thumping his head off of the turf. I don't know if he was ejected. I don't know. Jaguars kicker came a little near to 60. That thing would have been good from 70.
It's up there. It's out there. And it's good. It's good from 60.
Maybe. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Oh, what? No. Cam Little snatch in the air. Yep.
Hey, we got 60 minutes.
I'm not listening to that. I am not listening to that. Fun fact. Lamar Jackson has only ever thrown one interception on a Monday night or Thursday night game. Through 17 games, Lamar has 43. Oh, damn. Yeah. Wrote Lamar off. Oh, Lamar stinks. This and that. And then all of a sudden Lamar comes back. And then it's like, he threw for how many touchdowns? Let's see what other. Yep. Oh, yeah, okay. The Brady chart, how bad is it? No. Coward.
We have a new world to conquer.
Virgil got a pet.
Version of the Colts offense.
Unbelievable. Unk still got it.
13th play of this series.
Yeah, this throw too was absolute horse shit. Okay, scramble. Good job. You're doing a phenomenal job. Where the fuck is a receiver over here? Oh, Romeo Dobbs? Yeah, the one that's chilling in the... Like, dude, that was a shitty ass throw. That was a shitty ass throw. Rodgers ain't making that throw. Favre ain't making that throw. Flynn ain't making that throw. Like, yeah, your receiver's over here. And phenomenal effort there, Romeo Dobbs. Phenomenal. Hats off to guardian caps off to you for, like, that's just piss poor effort. What? Again, I want to be a fan. I want to be a fan of my Packers, but what the hell is this dog shit? Plus, it's 4th and 8 too. You don't need anything too crazy here. I know to this point in the game too as well, Kraft was out, but where's that Kraft chilling right there? Yeah. Potential fraud. You got no shit. Yep. Is that it? That's it. Heard Herb Street got pissed about him wearing the Daisy Dukes. It's a good one. A damn good one.
Smith, it's a high fly.
It was absolute cinema. It was a good game. It was a really damn good game. I really that Carson Beck. Yeah, he had a really poopy pass there at the very the second interception in overtime that cost the game, and we know it. See any NBA memes? I did see this. Yeah, James Harden. But how long is it going to last? Because Sixers are doing good right now. How long is it going to last? Dude, I love DJ Birds. You know what? When I look at the starting lineup like this, maybe the Kings could be an 8th or a 7th seed. Yeah. Because Sabonis, Westbrook, yeah. Levine's not that bad. Set up a side. Look who's at the line. Oh, that's funny shit. This is photoshopped. But clearly the thought behind it is funny as hell. Because nobody has a PS1 anymore. Oh, yes. Fake hairline. We were doing this last week. All right. Let me check something here real quick. Let me check the polls, see how you guys feel about the biggest games tonight. Seahawks. We got 2 votes for the Seahawks. That the Seahawks win tonight was the best win of the day. Let's look at the comment section here. Let me scoot this over. We'll go right here. Hey, Casey, you too, man. Saints underachieved dramatically, but I think that Tyler Show guy is a decent. Hold on, let me. Saints underachieved dramatically, but I think that the Tyler Shuck guy is decent for what he's working with. Saints go 5-12. We'll put that what the Panthers did last 7 or 5 games. They played great during that span of time. 7 yards per play today with a crappy offensive Saints. To either draft a wide receiver or guard with that high of a draft pick. Yes, I think. Yeah, we're gonna see exactly who. Which Thanks for the comment. Thank you for the comment. We're gonna see exactly who. We're gonna see exactly who. Well, and we know who the Saints are gonna get. Like, because I'm trying to look at it from an objective standpoint on how. Like, I even made a video where. Kenny Pickett, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. I think Kenny Pickett was part of. Let's double check here. Let's double check. Let's double check. I think Kenny Pickett was. I think he was part of the Saints. Well, then where did he... Oh, he got traded to the... Yeah, but he's not on the Browns anymore. Raiders. He's with the Raiders. Okay. Because I know he went from the Eagles to the Browns, and at one point the Browns had 8 different quarterbacks on their roster that they were paying. And then from the Browns, he got cut and went to... He didn't go to the Raiders right away. He went to... Oh, never mind. Maybe he did. August 26th. Yeah, that's in the preseason. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe... Saints... Well, let's just go look at the Saints quarterback room. Because I know... Shuck and Rattler. There's one more there, but I don't know who it is. Oh, it is Taysom Hill. Okay. But, I mean, Taysom Hill's been there since Drew Brees was there. And, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, if they haven't made him the starting quarterback yet, and he's been there for 9 years, he's not going to be the starting quarterback tomorrow. Like, that's just how it is. Because if they were going to do that, then there never would have been the post Drew Brees era. Like, Hill would have been the guy. And gosh, look at how many quarterbacks they've had. James Winston, Taysom Hill, Ian Book, Teddy Bridgewater, Trevor Siemian. Andy Dalton was on the Saints. Derek Carr was on the Saints. Yes. Jake Heiner. Yeah, where's Jake Heiner now? Oh, Jake Heiner was going to be the other... Yes, because I used this photo as a thumbnail. Did he just get cut from the league altogether? Yeah, he got cut altogether. Yep. He ain't there anymore. He's probably practice squad. But I made a video jokingly saying that I think the Saints are gonna go 0-18 because and then when you look at it to standings league. Tennessee doesn't need a quarterback. They just drafted one. New Orleans needs a quarterback. The way they're talking, Miami might as well draft a quarterback. I don't think they need one. I think 2 is fine. Don't need one in New York. I don't think you need one in Cincinnati either, even though people are... You need one on the Jets. Like, Need one on the Raiders. Cleveland's going to draft one next year anyways for the hell of it. Let's be real. Like, Shedeur could start next game and they lose, and Cleveland finishes the season out. I could see this as a win, but like loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, or something, something like that. It doesn't matter who the starter is. Nobody's going to be satisfied in Cleveland for the quarterback play out of both of the rookies. So they might as well just go to the drawing board and go get another one. And other than that, everybody is pretty set on who they got. Because Green Bay, we're sticking with Love. I think the Rams, they got Jimmy G, but Jimmy G's not going to be here forever. Yeah, Stetson Bennett would be next in line, but they'll ask those questions later. I think Clifford, no, it's Slovis. Never mind. I was thinking Sean Clifford was their third string. Because Sean Clifford's not on the Packers anymore. Malik Willis took second starting role. Let me see here. Cowboys, no. Okay. All right. Enough of that. I'm going to end the stream on the short side. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We'll see you guys in another stream.